This is one of the craziest, flashiest, most stylish builds that you can do inside of Destiny 2. Out of the 10 years that I've been playing Destiny, I've made a lot of builds. But today, I want to share something special with you guys. To me, this build is the most fun build that I have ever created. It's an absolute masterpiece with incredible synergy on Prismatic. I'm going to show you guys some stuff that no one knows about yet, having to do with Ascension and a specific exotic sword. But this build, do yourself a favor. At the end of the video, go try this and come back and tell me how much fun you have. It's a new way to play Destiny. It's very unique. You feel like a superhero playing this game. This is the most fun build I have ever created. If you enjoy the content, like, sub, comment, do your thing. If not, that's all good too. You know the drill. Dim link in the description, explanation in the video. Let's get into it. To get right into the build today, I want to mention this build has a lot of synergy. There's a lot of secrets in here. I'm going to try to cover everything. I'm going to be going quick in all the different directions that I feel like you guys need to know to understand how the build is working, what we're doing with it. Let's just get right into it. Our first little secret is Ergosum. And particularly, it's the intrinsics on Ergosum. So there's a unique interaction with the intrinsics on Ergosum and the new aspect Ascension. It's the air ability, class ability, the arc tornado, helicopter, whirlwind, whatever you want to call it. It hits in a big circle on the ground for a chunk of damage and also jolts the enemy. But interestingly enough, the intrinsics on this count whenever you get kills with the Ascension spin. So that means anytime we get a kill, these little insect robots are going to pop out, they're going to crawl on the ground, go get stuff. You saw at the beginning of the video all the lightning storms that were occurring, that too. And you can imagine all the synergies that I'm going to get to that we're able to do there. This one's good too. You can scorch enemies while you're doing the arc spin if you have this out. This one kind of works. This is like a passive anyway. This one's great. It's like a little mini eager edge. You get kills with the arc spin. You put it away. You get all your abilities back. There is some crazy synergy in this build. So on top of that, as I was saying, it procs weapon kills when we do the arc spin because of Ergosum. Well, what that also means, since it counts as weapon kills, is it's going to proc these void siphons that we have in there even though we're doing an arc spin. I don't know why it interacts like this and counts this as the weapon kills. Bungie, if you watch this, don't remove it. It's really fun, and this build has crazy synergy because of it. So we can do siphons, just constantly spinning, making tons of orbs. These are given 4.5 super energy every single time we pick one up. Resist, you can run here. We're doing this to get our grenade back. Also, we're going to be meleeing things heavy-handed in there. We melee every once in a while. But the other big part of the build is going to be Radiant Dance Machines. We get a dodge on the ground near an enemy, and for 10 seconds, it lets us infinitely class ability. Well, since Ascension counts as a class ability, even though you're doing it in the air, you can spam Ascension over and over and over, proccing the Ergosum intrinsic every single time you're getting kills. And also, whenever you get kills, it refreshes the Radiant Dance Machine's timer, which means you can do this infinitely as long as you're getting kills. You never have to hit the ground. You'll see in plenty of clips here, I'm using an eager edge to fly back and forth. I'm using grapple melee to like do some cool movement tech where you fling yourself. This build is so fun. I'm so hooked on this build. And just to hit the class item real quick, we want to make as many orbs as we can. Powerful attraction, we're going to be dodging because Radiant Dance Machine, so that picks up the orbs over and over. The other main synergy in this build, and this is a big one, so not only does it make Void Siphons proc because of weapon kills, it also makes Surges proc. So every arc spin, it counts as Void Weapon Surges on top of the arc spin damage that we're doing. Another one that it stacks with, Argent Blade. Since it counts as weapon kills, the arc spin in the air counts as sword weapon kills. So we're stacking Argent Blade damage on top of that. Also, since it's weapon kills, it stacks Radiant on top of that. So we have 3 different sources that we're getting damage from just by doing the spin over and over and over, when it really shouldn't even be counting like that because it should be an ability kill. We want to run our grapple melee. This thing gets your dark transcendence energy so quick. We can also use the movement tech, fly around the map with it. It's incredible. Unravel gets it up so fast. Definitely run that. Combination blow. Every single time we hit something, we're getting the health back. This is also going to give us our class ability back every single time we kill with it, so we can get dodge back to Radiant Dance Machines, and then we get to spam the Ascension again. This is vital. You must run Combination Blow. You have to put this on. This is what goes into the main loop. Also, Stylist Executioner. It helps here because if we melee out of invis, it's going to make our Combination Blow pretty much one hit, especially if we're at Combination Blow times 3 for any reason. But every single time we kill with an ability, whether it be the grapple melee or just spamming the Ascension, Ascension jolts. So that counts as an ability kill. We're going invis every single time we do the arc spin on top of that. Really crazy. If you do want to hit something, you can weaken it there too. Gambler's Dodge, this is a must. This is what's going to give our melee a back. Goes into the Radiant Dance Machine loop. For the super, so the super is interesting. I run Golden Gun for multiple reasons. So I run Golden Gun because at any point in time, if I really want to, I can run this build for ad clear, and then I can swap to boss DPS with Celestial and the Golden Gun Sniper if I choose to. So you can really run whatever you want, but mainly it's playing into that. And it's also going to play into this fragment right here. This one is huge. This is your survivability on the class. So we're making tons of orbs through the siphons, through heavy-handed, through the Reaper, and every single time we dodge, Powerful Attraction in our class item will pick that orb up, and it will give us whatever equipped super we have. I like Golden Gun for the boss damage swap if I need to, and also it's going to give me restoration every single time I dodge. So not only am I getting heals off of this, but I'm also getting resto. That's what keeps us alive. If you ever need to be alive, touch the ground and just dodge off all the orbs that you're making. Instantaneous resto. If you want a bunch more damage reduction, you could run Silence and Squall. You could run Tether to get an overshield. You can run Silk Strike and you'll get Woven Mail. When we're stacking this, which is 15% damage reduction, Woven Mail damage reduction, you're constantly amplified from Ascension. There's 30% damage reduction there. So something like Silk Strike or the Frost Armor that you get off Silence and Squall, it's going to be amazing. You're going to have a lot of DR and you're still going to have ways to heal. Keep in mind, that is why I run one recuperation in my boots. You could do that, or better already, have just one of them in there as a safeguard for your health. If you want to run triple surges, go right ahead. But back to the fragments, this one's mandatory. I would do this one also, more damage reduction. This one is incredible. Facet of Bravery, we go in with our grapple melee. It's going to make us go invis. We're going to be able to stalk our next enemy, punch him with combination blow, have our dodge back, dodge, infinite ascension. But this one's incredible because as soon as we grapple melee, we have our call on. If you don't know what the call is, you should. It's an incredible weapon. Our call is going to give us unraveling rounds on everything we shoot. I already told you guys, unraveling rounds absolutely get your dark bar up so high, so fast. At the end of this, I'm going to show you the little Transcendence clip that I got. And not to mention, Ascension gets your light bar up incredibly quick too. So this fits right into it. Absolutely run Facet of Bravery, Facet of Purpose, Facet of Protection, and Facet of Hope. This is a safeguard for our class ability. In case we ever mess it up, this is going to allow us, when the Amplified's wearing off, if we pick up an orb from Radiant Orbs in the artifact, it's going to have our elemental buff. We're going to get our class ability back to dodge and start our loop all over again. And for this very last one, this is a pick your poison. I tested everything, and honestly, the only two that I've came down to, you would think that this one would be good to get Darkness Transcendent energy. It's just not, it's not that good. It's like 2%. It doesn't add up. The Unravel, you're getting it anyways. So, Facet of Generosity, I'm going Transcendence. I'm making a ridiculous amount of orbs. Or the other one I would run would be the Melee Regeneration as another safeguard. That's a good one. You could run that one there. And I mean, those are really the two. If you really want to run like one last safeguard, you could run this one, and that will give you your ability uptime even more, even though you will not need it. So This is pick your poison. I like this one, or you can run the melee regeneration there, or even more regeneration on your abilities. So that's it. That's the entire build. It's a lot. Let me go to the artifact real quick. Let's check these real quick. More orbs with Reaper, powerful attraction, dodge, get everything back. Bomber, get our grenade back. We want grapple back always. That helps us start the combo. Surges makes our sword hit hard. Resistances you want. We're meleeing in our little combo, so we're making an orb there. We're doing it also to get our grenade back. And triple siphons because we're spamming this all the time. If I'm you, I'm using the void one with the robots, or I'm using the arc one with the lightning storm. Try to get one that lunges you too, like the wave sword or the vortex. I think are the best. The caster could be a little fun. The lightweight's fine too, but I like the wave frame and the vortex the best. To go into the artifact, we're going to be unraveling things, making tangles. Definitely run threaded blast. The call, run this for overcharge. These don't matter too much. Overload sword, that's fine. More sword ammo off kills, that's fine too. Radiant orbs, very important when we dodge. Get an orb, we're radiant, it stacks with our sword and our arc spin that we're doing. We're amplified all the time, 30% DR, 100% run that. Argent blade, absolutely run that. That's part of the damage and the spin with the sword. Shield Crush. These are the two last ones. You can pick and choose between these two. If you want to go the overshield route with that one fragment, you can, but that's up to you. I personally like it the other way with Resto or the armor. But Shield Crush, we want this. This is going to keep our abilities uptime all the time. Because we're radiant and amplified, you're going to feel like you have your grenade constantly. This is what the loop's going to feel good with, is this one. The Transcendence clip at the very end, if you want to do that, go ahead and put this in there. This is what you will run. You can get half of your Transcendence energy back. I have a clip where I was Transcendence for a minute long, and then after that, I had my Transcendence back within seconds because of the unravel, the grapple melee, and the arc kills that I was getting doing the spin to win with Ascension. And on top of all that, Ergo Sum just got a catalyst that says when you go Transcendence, it reloads the thing for you and gives you ammo. On top of that, this is where it gets even more ridiculous. Transcendence Duelist. Every time we get kills with this sword, it gives us light and dark energy. Once again, the spin to win, the tornado, helicopter, whatever you want to call it, it counts as the weapon kills from the Ergo Sum. So not only are you building light there, you are building dark Transcendence energy every time you spin kill something. The synergy on this is insane. This is a 2-hour long video. That's everything. Go try it out. Enjoy the rest of the clips. If you enjoy this, like, sub, or if you just hate hearing me yap, do it too. It doesn't matter. Y'all have a good day.
Uh-huh. But people just, people were able to get away from it. Oh yeah, for sure. Crazy. Oh, it scammed me. Yeah, see, you just go invis and stalk all this shit. Are you seeing this, Pat? You're good. You seeing this shit, right? Uh-huh.
And here's the Transcendence clip where I get to keep it up for over 50 seconds using the intrinsic, or I guess the origin trait on the Ergo Sum. And there really wasn't even that many ads, and I was still keeping it up for a very long time. The intrinsic on these swords is so crazy, especially when you stack all the damage buffs up with each other. You eventually hit a point where it will only give you so much Transcendence energy per kill, where it's diminishing returns. But as you can see, I got so many kills during that it gave me half of my bar filled up, and I'm able to immediately get another Transcendence. That is all due to the artifact in the very bottom right of the artifact box, the Transference. You get enough kills, it will give you half of your Transcendence back whenever your Transcendence ends. And as you can see here, how fast something like Unravel can actually build the dark meter up. Strand and Unravel on the call is crazy. And we use the Ergo Sum Origin to top it off. We're getting kills with that, the lightning's hitting, and we already have our Transcendence back again. And one last time here, you see our Transcendence running out. We're going to get half of it back up because of Transference. A couple of Arc Tornadoes, Arc Helicopters, Ergo Sum Origin trait rolling. We already have our light bar back up, a little bit of Strand, Grapple Melee or Unravel, and it's immediately back up again. It's crazy how fast we can keep Transcendence back up. If you somehow stayed till the end, I appreciate you so much. Go try this build out. It's the most fun you'll ever have in Destiny, or at least pretty close to it. Like, sub, do your thing. If not, it's all good too. Y'all have a good day. And I can't believe I made a 25-minute video. Never again.